Okay, so here I am with another video, and this time I'm reviewing Phantom 2040 for the Super Nintendo. This game was released also on the Sega Genesis and the Sega Master, or excuse me, the Sega Game Gear. I'm not even sure. Maybe there might be a Sega Master System version, but I don't think so. Well, anyway, I'm reviewing the Super Nintendo version for right now because I'm more familiar with this game. Now, if you don't know what Phantom 2040 is, it's actually it was actually an animated series. So this game was based off of an animated series that came out in 1994. Now, the reason why the game wasn't successful was because the animated series, like, not too many people knew about Phantom 2040. So, you know, when I could imagine now, I knew about the show, so that's why I actually rented the game at the time. Now, I could imagine somebody who never watched the show and actually saw the game, like, in the counter at a store or, you know, at a renting store or whatever, seeing this guy in a purple suit. I mean, it doesn't look very appealing, or at least the comic book. It looks kind of, you know, weird. So, and also due to the fact that it was released in 1995, that was a pretty late year to release games on the Super NES or even on the Sega Genesis, because at that time people were waiting for the new console, and at that time it was the Sega Saturn and the Sony PlayStation. So this game was completely overlooked. You know, very few people played this game. But it was fortunate that they actually made this game, because this game could have never existed. The reason for that was they actually, you know, were quick to put this game out, because this game was released a year after the animated series came out. And so, you know, they put this game out real quick. And fortunately, because a year later, the show was canceled after this game was made. Okay, so here in the beginning, you get you get to choose where you want to go. But right now, for the first time, you only get to choose the university. Now, later on, you get to actually choose the different stages and stuff that you want to go to, which is really cool, and very few games did that back then. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and shut up and go to the university. Okay, now this game is not your simple side scroller. Now, as you can see, the graphics are very well done, and also the character and the controls. I'll show you right now how great the controls are. Now, this is really cool. I mean, I remember when I first played this, I was immediately sold on the game in the first few minutes of playing it. Okay, so it's kind of like Metroid. It really feels very smooth, very smooth. So, I mean, this game does everything well. It has a good story, it has good controls, it has good character. Excuse me. It has a good level design. Everything is going. This game has everything. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the item screen and do that by pressing start. And okay, now you can actually assign the weapons to the different buttons. Like if I want punch, I can assign it to X, and this will be Y, and this will the inductance rope, which is the rope that allows me to like climb walls and everything, is going to be A. Okay, so if you see here, if you look on the top, you'll see two bars. One is green and one is orange. So one is for your weapons, and you see when I shoot, I actually am wasting it, or it goes down lower. So there's this thing, which is this energy kit. When that runs out, you can actually refill it with the energy kit. And also, when you run out of health, you get first aid kits later on, and you can refill your health. And if you can see here, I mean, just look at all the stuff you get later on. It shows you already in the beginning of the game what you're gonna get later. So I mean, this game has a lot to offer. Okay, and I think that's a first aid kit. Yeah, it is. Okay, so there's actually 2 places I can go in this level. Oh, let me show you the punching, just so you know it's not just simple punching. You even have this slide here, so I mean this game is very well done. Okay, so you can actually go you can go here, or I can go here and meet this guy, and he's gonna give me like a key or something. Or I can go here and fight the boss. I think maybe you guys want to see me fight a boss. So, make it more interesting, I guess. Okay, so if you go to this area, you can't go back. Okay? So that's the little mini boss you're going to fight. Okay, now it's very easy to fight this guy. Excuse me. Oh. Now you always want to take care of these guys. Okay, he's gonna come from the top. Okay. Then he's gonna come this way. Then you just shoot these guys. So if you want to kill this guy, you just use that pattern. And right after you're done with him, you get a new item. And this item is some kind of flame retardant thing that you're going to use later on in the game. And I'll show you right now what you're going to use it for. Again, this game also has great cutscenes. So the game has everything going for it. It has a great story. It's just a complete good game. I mean, all around good game is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so once you're done with the university, I can actually go back to the university, and I might actually do that to pick up some stuff, just to show you how this game works. Now, I usually don't like games where, well, not games, but specifically side-scrollers where you have to backtrack and stuff like this. But this game is sort of like Metroid in where you don't mind. Because this game, it's hard to explain. You really just gotta play it yourself. Okay, so I got what I wanted to get, which was an extra life, and now I'm going to get out of here. Now I can go into the lab, but the lab is actually closed right now, if I'm correct. Yeah, the lab is going to be closed, so I don't want to waste time. I'm going to show you what that flame retardant stuff is for, and I'm going to actually assign it to my X button. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the warehouse. Now what I like to do is I like to always check. Yeah, there's one right here. There you go. So if you're not sold on the game already, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You know, if you're into retro games, especially side-scrollers, you are going to love this game. not here. It's up there. Oh. Ah. There you go. And you're gonna see a little cutscene here, and after this, you fight another boss. Now the game actually has a lot better sound, and it has a lot more music. Because I have the sound really low, so you can't really hear most of the sounds in the music. Or I think that's what's going on right now. I'm not sure really how this video is going to come out. So the first thing I want to do, obviously, is go at that arm. Then go at his feet. Oh. Okay, and that's what the flame retardant is for. So every time he uses that fire stuff, you just go ahead with the flame retardant. This guy's annoying. And also, when you die, you don't restart the level or restart the boss. You just go ahead and respawn, which is really neat. I like that. Well, I really messed him up. Yeah, I also should add that if you are going to play this game, and if you like watching stuff like, the X-Men series, or Batman, or, stuff like that, then I would recommend you watching the show. If you like Eon Flux also, if you like that art style, Peter Chung actually does the art design for the show. Phantom 2040. So if you like that kind of stuff, you're gonna love the show. So yeah, I recommend you watching the show a few times. Watch a couple of episodes before you play the game, so you have a better feel for the Phantom 2040 world, and you kind of know what's going on. But the game actually doesn't follow the exact plotline of the animated series, but it does well enough. Okay, so that's Phantom 2040. Not much to say. The game gets a lot better, but I think that's up to you. You guys have to play this game now. So thanks for watching, and that's about it.